10 critical items to start stockpiling now for the coming collapse and breakdown of society. This is the detailed version of our previous video. Even in our modern world, disaster can strike at any moment. Just think back to the recent global events that led to panic buying and shortages. Remember the empty supermarket shelves, the long lines at gas stations, the scramble for medical supplies? That's what happens when people are caught unprepared. And the consequences? They can be dire, from going hungry to being unable to treat injuries or illnesses. That's why it's so crucial to start stockpiling now, not when disaster is already knocking at your door. The 10 items we're about to discuss are the critical lifelines in these unpredictable situations. So, let's get started. Did you know that as many as 60% of Americans are not prepared for a disaster lasting as long as 2 weeks? That's according to a study by the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Now, imagine a situation where things go terribly wrong, where society as we know it stops functioning. This is what we call a SHTF, or shit hits the fan situation. Today we're going to dive into the top 10 items to hoard in preparation for a SHTF scenario. These items are not just critical for survival, but they could also become highly valuable commodities in a post-collapse marketplace. You likely haven't considered the last few items. First on our list is water, an element so vital that it is often referred to as the elixir of life. Bear Grylls, a revered survival expert, has highlighted the significance of this essential resource, stating that humans can survive merely 3 days without it. It is therefore a crucial element of any survival strategy. But what makes water so indispensable? It's the backbone of numerous bodily functions. Notably, it aids in digestion, maintains skin hydration, and expels toxins from the body. Water forms the majority of our blood and helps regulate body temperature. Thus, a steady supply of drinkable water is not just important, it's imperative. And how can we obtain this crucial resource? One of the easiest methods is through rainfall. This method involves collecting rainwater in a sanitized container, providing a significant water supply. Alternatively, natural bodies of water such as rivers and lakes can be reliable sources. The storage of water is as vital as its acquisition. It should be kept in clean, quality containers away from light and heat to prevent bacterial growth. Avoid using plastic containers as they could potentially leach harmful substances into the water. It's also crucial to have a water purification method. The most popular choice is boiling, which effectively eradicates a wide range of pathogens. Another option is using purification tablets or a portable water filter. These compact devices are convenient to carry and are thus preferred by many. In conclusion, water isn't just a need, it's a necessity that our body can't function without. Its acquisition, storage, and purification should be a vital part of our survival strategy. Our next focus is on non-perishable food items. As we strive towards ensuring food security during emergencies, it becomes increasingly important to prioritize the accumulation of food supplies that have a long shelf life. These items, often referred to as non-perishables, do not run the risk of spoiling if not consumed immediately. This makes them an ideal choice for long-term storage. Canned foods, freeze-dried meals, and other long-lasting edibles are prime examples of these types of food items. Survivorman Les Stroud, renowned for his expertise in survival skills, emphasizes the importance of variety in one's storage of food. This is not just about satisfying our taste buds or craving different flavors, but also about ensuring a balanced and comprehensive nutritional intake. It is crucial to remember that our bodies need a diverse range of nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, which can only be achieved through a varied diet. Now, deciding on what food items to hoard can indeed be a daunting task, given the vast array of options available. To simplify this process, consider stocking a blend of different types of food. Grains such as rice and pasta can serve as a source of carbohydrates, while proteins can be obtained through canned tuna or beans. Fruits and vegetables in tins or jars contribute towards vitamins and fiber intake. But that's not all. Remember to also add some comfort foods to your stockpile. These could be personal favorites like chocolates, cookies, or even coffee. In the face of adversity, these comforting flavors can play a significant role in providing a much-needed morale boost and maintaining mental health. The importance of proper storage for these food items cannot be overstated. The ideal location is a cool and dry area, away from direct sunlight, as heat and moisture can accelerate spoilage. Check the state of your stocks regularly. Look for any signs of spoilage or damage to the packaging, which could compromise the safety and quality of the food inside. Finally, it's important to regularly rotate your stocks. The concept here is simple. Use the items nearing expiration and replace them with fresh supplies, ensuring that what you have is always the freshest possible. That way, you're not only ready, but also healthily equipped for any challenge that comes. Moving forward, the necessity of stockpiling medical supplies becomes critical. As we delve deeper into the concept of survival preparedness, it becomes increasingly clear that prioritizing the accumulation of essential medical supplies is not just a recommendation but a required step towards ensuring safety in dire circumstances. Imagine a situation of catastrophic proportions where chaos reigns and receiving medical care from established healthcare facilities turns into a Herculean task, or worse, an impossible feat. In such scenarios, preparation can be the thin line between life and death. As quoted by the renowned survival expert Michael Hawke, in a survival scenario, your health is your wealth. This profound statement underlines the importance of health and well-being in a survival situation where resources are scarce and medical help might be out of reach. In light of the dire need for self-sufficiency in terms of healthcare, here are the essential medical supplies you must consider stockpiling. Bandages, antibiotics, painkillers, antiseptics, surgical scissors, tweezers, a comprehensive first aid manual, and any necessary prescription medications that are crucial for you or your family's health. Each of these items has a specific vital role to play. Bandages, for instance, will come in handy to manage external injuries, protect wounds from further damage, and prevent the spread of infections. Antibiotics and antiseptics function as your first line of defense against harmful pathogens, curbing their growth and preventing potential infections. Painkillers, on the other hand, help manage discomfort and pain during injuries, easing the struggle until professional help can be sought. Surgical scissors and tweezers might seem like minor items, but they are essential tools for facilitating minor surgical procedures. They allow for safer and more precise operations, minimizing further complications. The first aid manual serves as your guidebook, your medical guru in times of uncertainty. It will guide you on how to use these supplies effectively, how to treat various injuries, and how to manage critical health situations. Lastly, always remember to store your medications in a cool, dark place to maintain their effectiveness. Coming up at number 4, we have fuel. An essential commodity that infuses energy into our daily lives, fuel is a vital component of our modern society. It's a universal requirement, necessary in every nook and corner of the world for a diverse range of tasks. Fuel is not just an element that keeps our engines running or our homes heated, but it's a driving force that powers our world. From heating to cooking to transportation and industrial production, fuel is the lifeblood that sustains us. It is the energy that keeps our societies functioning, our economies thriving, and our technological advancements progressing. The different types of fuel, each with their unique characteristics and applications, are the pillars that uphold our modern lifestyle. Some of these include gasoline, propane, and wood, each having their specific uses and benefits. Gasoline, for instance, is primarily used for transportation and serves as the fuel for most cars, motorcycles, and light trucks. Propane, on the other hand, is often used for cooking and heating in homes, especially in rural areas. Wood, a more traditional source of fuel, is still widely used for heating and cooking, particularly in areas where electricity or gas may not be readily available. Now, when we talk about a shit hits the fan or SHTF scenario, the importance of fuel becomes even more pronounced. Suddenly, it's not just about driving your car to work or keeping your house warm during a chilly winter night. Instead, it becomes a matter of survival, a dire necessity that can mean the difference between life and death. In such a situation, the significance of fuel is amplified, its value rising exponentially. Preparing for such a scenario involves storing your fuel efficiently and effectively. It's essential to keep it in cool, dry places, ideally in approved containers that are designed for such a purpose. The containers should be sturdy and reliable to prevent any accidental spills or leaks that could cause potential harm. But storing fuel is not the only consideration. Also vital is the conservation of fuel. By optimizing its use, you can ensure its longevity and make it last longer. This could involve simple measures like turning off your vehicle when not in use or using energy-efficient appliances at home. Because when disaster strikes, when the inevitable SHTF situation occurs, it will be the judicious use of such resources that will give you an upper hand. In such perilous times, fuel can become your ultimate survival tool, a priceless commodity that can help you outlast the toughest of situations. Coming up next, we delve into the significance of ammunition in a world devastated by catastrophic events. Imagine a universe after disintegration, where safety becomes the paramount concern and ammunition evolves into a cherished trading asset. The collapse of society as we know it, the scarcity of resources, and the rise of a survivalist culture may transform ammunition into a priceless commodity. Survival specialist Dave Canterbury once said, "In a survival scenario, the capacity to protect oneself can hold as much weight as finding food and water." This statement rings true, emphasizing the necessity of ammunition not just as a means of defense, but a valuable resource, a potential lifesaver when faced with a hostile environment or aggressive predators. Following Canterbury's statement, it is essential to understand that safety, sustenance, and self-defense all hold equal importance in a survival scenario. Now, possessing ammunition is one thing, but storing it in perfect conditions is entirely another. How many of us truly understand the importance of proper storage? And how many of us are aware of the fact that improper storage can potentially nullify the worth of our ammunition correctly is utterly crucial to maintain its efficiency and longevity. Never underestimate the detrimental effects that extreme temperatures and humidity can have on your ammunition. It should always be kept in a cool, dry place, away from moisture and heat that can cause considerable damage, reducing its performance. A sealed plastic container or ammo cans act as the perfect storage solution. These storage options provide optimum conditions and protect your ammunition from external damage. Furthermore, safety is paramount when storing ammunition. It should be securely locked away, especially if there are children in the house. A locked cabinet or safe can prevent accidental mishaps and ensure the safety of your family. But where does one acquire ammunition? Local gun stores are a great starting point with knowledgeable staff and a wide range of products. Conversely, the digital marketplace offers a myriad of online platforms selling ammunition, boasting a broad variety and often competitive prices. However, remember to comply with all local and federal laws when purchasing ammunition online. In a post-collapse world, ammunition could be a valuable bartering tool. So the next time you contemplate survival in a dystopian future, remember this: ammunition is not just a tool for defense, but a potential currency in this brave new world. And let's not forget the possibility of trading in a post-collapse world. Ammunition could be a valuable bartering tool. Occupying the sixth position on our list, we find seeds. In times of extended crises where conventional food sources are a distant memory, your ability to generate your own sustenance becomes a matter of survival. As the celebrated author of the SAS Survival Handbook, John Lofty Wiseman, stated, "In a survival situation, the capability to grow your own food is not a privilege, it's a downright necessity." This powerful statement emphasizes the critical role of seeds. Now let's delve into the monumental importance of these tiny powerhouses known as seeds. Don't be fooled by their size, their potential is boundless. They encapsulate the very life force of all plants. Their innate propensity to birth vegetation furnishing food makes them an invaluable resource in a prolonged crisis where traditional supplies cease to exist. Possessing a mix of seeds guarantees variation in your meals and provides an array of essential nutrients that your body can't do without. When choosing the seeds to stockpile, lean towards plants that require minimal effort to grow and offer hearty yields. Beans, peas, cucumbers, tomatoes, spinach, and squash are exemplary choices. Moreover, don't disregard herbs like basil, parsley, and dill. Their flavor-enhancing capabilities can make your survival meals more enjoyable. The pressing question now is, how do we ensure these seeds are stored correctly for future use? They require a cool, dry, dark sanctuary. Encasing them in an airtight container can extend their viability. Remember, when you're ready to sow them, most seeds demand ample sunlight and water. Beware of overwatering, it can bring about decay, so measure your water carefully. In summary, a selection of seeds and the knowledge of their cultivation can be your lifeline in survival situations. Seeds are more than just a means to sustain you, they are vital to your survival. In essence, having a seed bank at your disposal and knowing their cultivation can be the difference between life and death when conventional food sources run dry. Seeds aren't merely a means to sustain you, they are the pivotal keys to your survival. Our seventh focus is on hygiene products. These are indispensable resources, not just a ticket to personal cleanliness, but a formidable barricade against disease and infection. Their role cannot be overstated, as they play a crucial part in preserving health and ensuring our well-being. The significance of hygiene products lies in their power to protect us from a host of infectious diseases. They serve as a first line of defense, blocking the germs and bacteria that we come into contact with daily. Much like a soldier's shield in battle, these items stand between us and potential health hazards. You should know that a well-stocked hygiene kit can be your best friend. It's not just about having a few items on hand, it's about ensuring that you have a diverse range of products to meet different needs. This is about prioritizing your health, taking proactive steps to arm yourself against disease. At a minimum, your hygiene kit should have soap, hand sanitizers, toothpaste, toilet paper, and feminine hygiene products. These are the essentials, the items you should have at all times. Soap and hand sanitizers, for instance, are instrumental in warding off germs. Toothpaste is crucial for dental health, preventing tooth decay and gum disease. Toilet paper and feminine hygiene products are indispensable for maintaining personal cleanliness. But don't stop there. Consider expanding your kit to include other items like shampoos, conditioners, and dental floss. Shampoos and conditioners contribute to hair health, while dental floss plays an important role in maintaining good oral hygiene. Each item has its unique benefits and plays its part in your overall health. However, having these items is just part of the equation. To fully benefit from your hygiene kit, you should know how to use these items effectively. There are recommended guidelines that you should follow. For instance, when using soap or hand sanitizers, it's not about a quick rinse, but ensuring you're thoroughly cleaning your hands for at least 20 seconds. It's not just about quantity, but quality of usage too. Regular and correct usage of these items can keep you healthy and stop the spread of harmful germs. This is not just about personal health, but collectively taking steps to ensure a healthier community. After all, when it comes to fighting germs, we're all in this together. Stepping up to the plate at spot number 8, we have the indispensable tools and hardware. These invaluable items are fundamental for survival, functioning as your lifelines in unpredictable situations. They are perched high on the survival checklist because they can be deployed for a wide array of tasks, such as crafting shelters to protect from the elements and mending cracked or malfunctioned equipment, skills that are of paramount importance when you're battling to stay alive in harsh circumstances. Delving a little deeper into this category, essential tools like hammers, screwdrivers, pliers, wrenches, and saws should be at the top of your survival gear list. Each of these tools has a unique function, and combined, they serve as a comprehensive survival kit that could make the difference between life and death. Let's consider the fundamental hammer. It's not just a tool, it's a survival asset. This tool's primary function could be to construct a tent or a makeshift shelter, providing a secure space away from hostile weather or wildlife. In a pinch, it might also be employed to break open nuts or crush small objects. Next up, we have the ever-useful screwdriver. This tool is perfect for assembling or disassembling equipment, making essential repairs, or even acting as a makeshift weapon if the situation demands it. Similarly, pliers provide a strong grip for pulling, bending, or cutting wires and can be invaluable when setting traps or repairing machinery. Wrenches, on the other hand, are the unsung heroes of the tool world. They offer assistance in situations where screws or bolts need to be tightened or loosened, ensuring the integrity of structures or machinery and potentially averting disasters. And let's not forget the versatile saw. This tool is indispensable for chopping firewood, clearing a path through dense vegetation, or even fashioning other survival tools from wood or bone. The key here, however, is not just storing these tools, but harnessing their potential effectively, which requires practice and familiarity. Dedicate time to get acquainted with each tool, grasp their potential applications, and fine-tune your skills in using them. Run drills, visualize survival scenarios, and consider how each tool can play a part. Remember, when it comes to survival situations, it's not about having the most extensive toolkit. No, it's about mastering how to use what you have effectively. Moving on to our 9th point, let's talk about communication devices. These are no less than lifelines in modern-day survival situations. They are a bridge to the outside world, a source of information, and a beacon of hope, all wrapped into one. They play a pivotal role in both survival and rescue operations, making them a non-negotiable component of every survival kit. In this age of technological advancement, communication devices are constantly evolving, offering a wide range of options to choose from. Radios, for instance, are an elementary yet crucial component of any survival kit. Despite their simplicity, radios can be incredibly effective in a survival situation. They provide access to weather updates, news broadcasts, and emergency transmissions, serving as a reliable link to the outside world when other connections may fail. Perhaps you're wondering, what other communication devices should you consider? A mobile phone is another critical addition to your survival kit. This everyday device can offer a fast and convenient way to reach out for help in an emergency. However, keep in mind that mobile phones rely on cellular networks, which may not always be available in every situation or location. A two-way radio, on the other hand, can offer a more reliable connection over longer distances. Especially in remote areas where cellular service is often absent, a two-way radio can be a lifesaver. Satellite phones, albeit expensive, can provide communication capabilities even in the most remote corners of the world. For the more technically inclined, a ham radio can be a powerful tool. Though broadcasting requires a license, receiving transmissions does not, making it a versatile option for long-distance communication. To use these devices optimally, there are a few strategies to keep in mind. Always ensure you have a backup battery or power source for your devices. Solar-powered chargers can be a useful solution here. It's also crucial to familiarize yourself with the operation of these devices before you find yourself in a survival situation. Lastly, remember that in a survival situation, your communication devices are for essential communication only. Save your battery life for emergency situations and limit its use to conserve energy. As we conclude, let's delve into the significance of precious metals in our society and for the future. These shiny elements, gold and silver, have been adored, desired, and utilized by humanity since the dawn of civilization. It's fascinating to think about how these metals, formed in the core of dying stars, have shaped the course of human history. Imagine an economy that has fallen apart where banks have closed their doors and the traditional currency has lost its relevance, becoming mere paper. Picture a world where electronic databases have crashed, erasing digital money and disrupting the financial order. In such a world, what could be a safe, reliable form of wealth to hold? In this scenario, gold and silver might take their place as the new benchmark, the new standard of wealth. Historically, they have always been seen as symbols of wealth and power due to their rarity and their resistance to corrosion and tarnish. Unlike paper money or digital assets, precious metals do not rely on an institution or government for their value. They are tangible assets that you can hold in your hand, and they have intrinsic value that cannot be erased or devalued. Therefore, it's crucial for everyone to get familiar with the art of acquiring these precious metals. Start by visiting reputable dealers who can guide you and provide expert insights into the market. Be prudent and buy in small quantities to minimize risk, and make sure to always ask for a certificate of authenticity. This piece of paper is crucial as it confirms the purity and weight of the metal you are purchasing. Storage of precious metals is equally important, if not more. Consider using a home safe, a secure place where you have immediate access to your wealth. Alternatively, you can use a safe deposit box at your local bank. Although you will not have the same immediate access as a home safe, this option provides added security. As we peer into the uncertain future, the potential value of these metals in a post-collapse economy is immeasurable. They could become the backbone of a new financial system, a system that's resilient, tangible, and not reliant on any institution. The return to a gold and silver standard could be the dawn of a new era, an era that places the power back in the hands of the people. Remember, these are just the basics. There's so much more to prepping for a SHTF situation. In the coming weeks, we'll delve deeper into strategies for long-term survival, including detailed guides on securing your home, building a survival garden, and more. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, keep in mind the words of survival expert Cody London, who said, "The more you know, the less you need. Knowledge is the ultimate survival tool. Equip yourself with it. Until next time, stay prepared, stay vigilant, and most importantly, stay safe." If you found this video helpful and want to ensure you're prepared for any SHTF scenario, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Your likes help us grow and reach more people, spreading vital survival knowledge. Subscribing will keep you updated with our latest content, so you won't miss out on any crucial tips. In the coming weeks, we'll delve deeper into strategies for long-term survival. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more survival tips and tricks.